All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken from the 7. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Like 20! Like 20! Go!
On first down, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Like 20! Like 20! Go!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On second down, here's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the gun on third down, Brady looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it here with Brown. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Second down, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run. This is Brown. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play fake. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Seth DeValve, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
If anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set the valve. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Alabama.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Brown. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. It's caught. Shepard. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Flush to his right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. On play action, now Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Detroit! Set! Blue, landed! Blue, landed!
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Lucky 56. Four down. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On third down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Screen play, Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
4 down. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he slides to avoid the hit. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Check it back,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Green 39, green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 3, check 54. He's checking.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. There to stop him, Chad Thomas.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Goes underneath here to White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Orange! Go! Quick,
Now Brady throwing on second down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And some room to run now. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. And even 40 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go, let's go.
And Brady will sneak it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Brady's going to sneak it. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I.
Check 43.
And Brady will sneak it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Back now in Foxborough. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michelle, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead's down to 24. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 3rd down, it's Brown. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Brady now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense is...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, team. Right! Here we go. Check it out, read.
Brady now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Out! Right! Motion. Zone! Ready? Sugar!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
20! Shadow! Ready? Mike's right!
From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Browns on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Edelman set to return. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Brady. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
87's mine. I got 87.
Right back to him on first down. He's to the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That throw by Brady incomplete. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Brady. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to have a third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they move back